older. I don't think
Yeah.
we can do that just now. I'll do it on the computer. So we're streaming. If you can just go.
That's the intro, or?
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here at EFC 98 Open Workout with some incredible fighters. Unpack the skills that they've been honing over the last month, right here for us. Then we're going to go straight into a face-off between a couple of our top fights that we think are going to really present this coming Thursday. So stay tuned, we're going to start off with Tisa Mazmane, who will take us away from there.
It's not working.
Trying to count how many amateur fights he says, I think this quote is about 28 fights. He must be the most seasoned amateur we've ever had in the UFC. Currently 2 fights in the organisation. Had a couple of tough ones. Definitely knows how to go as well. Fought Martin Kondo. That's right. Start. For his first W organisation this Thursday. He's facing a veteran in the sport, but something that hasn't been around for a while. TC Kusu. TC, I think, last fought fighting Jacobs. So a win over TC would definitely push Matimani right up there. Fresh.
Yeah, so really excited to see him mixing it up this Thursday. One of the more highly touted divisions. Bantamweight definitely has some weight there. Some big fighters have come out of the bantamweight division. Some of our top stars that have migrated all over the world. DeMart Penna remained undefeated in the organization for many years. Those torches have been handed on to the likes of Nkazimola Zulu and Cameron Simon, who's now gone to Contender Series and then into UFC. Looking good. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I can't wait to see that in action this Thursday. Good luck for your fight. Good luck for your fight. We're going to move over to Steph Pretorius, middleweight in EFC, had a long-standing career with us. And he's going to be facing Kulikani Hlongwa, a massive fight. This is a rematch. So I can't wait to see what the face-offs yield. Steph used to fight out of Springs and some of the clubs there, and he's since opened up his own gym, which is kind of the pathway for a lot of athletes, and rightly so. So many years in the organization, so many years pushing and really carving out your own path, and then passing that knowledge on to the younger generation, building those athletes up for EFC. Yeah, another first round knockout we want to see. It'd be amazing. Mr. Kicks in action. Looking solid. I don't think that it's going to be that easy. Definitely seen a new version of Kulikani in recent years.
The people who are individuals. Only the individuals.
Thank you, Mr. Steph. Thank you, Mr. Kicks. Lovely to see you in action. We're going to move on to his counterpart, Mr. Kulikani Hlongwa, Durban native, The real Zulu warriors. Man, that's a solid human being, let me tell you. I can't wait for this fight. We know that the Kulikani is inherently a power puncher. There's a lot of power in those hands. Likes to use it. He's had an incredibly acclaimed and long-standing amateur career. Glad we get to see this on the main card. It's actually the opener for EFC. Looking solid. Nice clinical stuff there. Thank you very much, Kulikani. I cannot wait to see you in action. More importantly, can't wait to see just now when you face off against Steph Pretorius, your opponent, in what will be the conclusion to an epic rematch between the two athletes. We're going to bring up another main carder, Ashley Calvert. I think he's added a few more tattoos to his spreadsheet there. Looking good. Ash made a massive resurgence back in the organization. Always a pleasure to have him on a fight card. He's up against Vince Bembe. We were chatting prior to this open workout. We were just discussing what a gamer Vince is. It's awesome to see the fire in Ashley's eyes, how he talks about his opponent. Shows a lot of respect, but also understands that he's here to lay claim to one of the highest spots in the featherweight division, a division that has been long ruled over by a fighter that he recently fought, Igor Cabeza, current featherweight champion. Ash, a prolific boxer, some really good stand-up, moves well, able to counter, move off his angles, and definitely going to bring a fight to the center of the Hexagon with Vince Bembe. Thank you very much, Ashley. Nice and sweet, eh? Guys are in and out. They'll be cutting weights in a few hours, so this is obviously just the start for a lot of them. Up next, I'm going to have Maurice. Maurice is new to the organization. He's only fought for us once. He's taking on another big fight this Thursday. Eager to see him mix it up. Comes from a well-acclaimed gym under Rodrigo Kenna. Really is fashioning out some great athletes for us. Welcome, Maurice. Good to have you. No one's holding pads for you, huh? Okay, fine to do shadow boxing. Nice. It's time for Maurice to welcome somebody to the organization. He'll be fighting Christopher Matukane out of Apex in south of Johannesburg under Tiny Strauss. I think Maurice got quite a big fight on his debut. It's always a big under the lights against Jaco du Plessis out of CRT. But I'm expecting Maurice, who's well acclaimed in terms of his training himself, to come and showcase some of those capoeira skills, maybe. Yes, man. Sure. I'd pay to watch that in the Hexagon. Come on. Looking good, Maurice. Wouldn't even know you had that in you, buddy. Yes, man. Lovely. Looking great, mate. Thank you very much. We are going to move over to Amisi Kabea. 4 faces. He's gone to go and fetch one of his... The headliner of the fight card, Triple H Chikasa. That's who he's gone to go and see. That's why he's not on the mats. BIA guys leading quite a big charge this coming Thursday as Triple H Chikasa headlines against Van Dam Mbui for the heavyweight title of Africa. Yes, man.
How are you?
Good to see you, champion. You well? Whoops, don't trip me over here. What are you doing? It's a big human being. And we are taking it away with the Misi Kabea 4 faces. Rightly named, because when he comes in, he does show different sides of his personality. Always animated, always ready to throw down. Solid fight out of BIA. Been in training camp with the current heavyweight challenger. Expecting fireworks from him as he takes on an incredible prospect all the way from Angola, Oreo Cruz. Oreo missed his flight yesterday, so he's not here for the open workouts. But he promises to be here. Excited to fight Amisi. Yes, please. You can see some of that action in the Hexagon. Will be well entertained this Thursday. And he does fight like this. He does fight with a lot of ferocity. Forward fighter, likes to get in his opponent's face. Great head move, great boxing. Conrad's obviously been training him, mirroring him, trying to get himself into shape, old Conrad, because we want him to fight in December. Excellent, thank you very much, Amisi. These open workouts are short and sweet because these athletes will be cutting weight in a few hours. We're going to move over to another athlete who has had his ups and downs within the organization, but always shows up for a great fight, Given Majuba. Nice work, Given. All right, excellent work. Given has really taken some incredible fights for the organization. Nice and tall, rangy. He is a power puncher and has knockout power and speed. He is, however, facing an unknown quantity, somebody that we've only really seen through video, but is highly touted in the amateur scene down in Cape Town, Angelo Faluti. But if he's going up against that hand speed, he's going to have a hard introduction to his first EFC fight. And that's all we want, is for those hands to flow in the Hexagon come this Thursday. And we're going to probably see a absolute war. Given fighting out of Mamelodi Warriors. Known for their kickboxing, as you can see, he almost took his pad man's head off. Jeez.
Punelo's ready.
I almost don't want to stop this, but holy hell, amazing work Given. Can we just see this Thursday? Can we see that action this Thursday, please? My goodness, man. You flow so well. You're able to hit those pads with such precision and power, man. We're up to a brand new athlete in the organization. Chimmy from Winkel is coach. He's coming out of Chimmy's gym. We'd like to see you back in there, Chimmy. It's on stage. Okay, Mpumelelo Ngoma. Shoo. So we're seeing throughout EFC at the moment, we're seeing a lot of athletes with some incredible Muay Thai and kickboxing. This is kind of the bedrock of African MMA. These guys are incredible in stand-up, and then we saw some groundwork, obviously, so we know this kid's got it. Debuts are always exciting for me personally. Been doing this for over a decade, and I know this is where the real fights happen, where the tooth and nail type of fight matchups happen. All right, guys, don't go too hard, eh? Well, he doesn't even look like he needs to lose that much weight. Thank you very much, Jimmy. Thank you very much. I can't wait to see you in action. I'm going to bring up his opponent, Vuyo Jula. This boy's highly hyped. Second professional fight, first in EFC. Had a myriad of top amateur fights. And could arguably be the one to watch in this division, but he's got a hard fight against Mpumelelo. His coach William got a good jiu-jitsu background in his gym. A lot of top athletes. We were supposed to have British Buller Young fighting out of his gym. Unfortunately, we have had to cancel that fight. We'll do a full announcement about it. Hasn't phased Vuyo and the team, still focused in on his journey.
I'm going to do Lodi next, he's ready, and then Billy will come.
Taking it nice and easy. Let me tell you, these KZN boys, they know how to scrap. Come up to Johannesburg with air in their lungs. Love to fight it out. Awesome. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I can't wait to see your EFC debut. Looking forward to it, champ. And your face-off just now. We're going to move over to Gloria Conseko. All the way from DRC, training out of Rod Kinner's gym. Gloria I actually saw him in IMAFs and thought he was pretty solid. Knocked the living snot out of his opponent, which is pretty cool to see. Had a debut, a very tough debut with EFC recently, and is ready to redeem himself. Scales in favor of the W. Yeah, I mean, you know, you look at his last fight against Tapiwe Katekatu, who's running a 4-0 current streak. What a debut. They took it all the way deep into the third, or actually the start of the third, but they took it deep into those rounds and put on an incredible fight. Solid, big structure, rangy, unorthodox. Puts in a lot of work when he's in the hexagon, fires off a lot of strikes, and unsettles his opponent quite easily with some power punching. Training with Rod, who's obviously very good in his jiu-jitsu style, good boxing background, and works well training kickboxers, as you can see there. It's a flippin' high kick. It can wrap around the back of your ear quite easily. He's been fighting Billy Yembo. Yes, please. I mean, like I said to you guys, there's so many prolific strikers. Thank you very much, Gloria. I cannot wait to see you in action, my friend. Lovely work. Thank you, Rod. We're going to bring up his counterpart, Billy Nyembo. His trainer manager Yad is here. Brought him out from DRC. Solid individual. Part of a very good team currently being built out in DRC. Simon Stevens just giving me a bit of background information here. It's not my information to tell, but I'm going to tell it anyway. This gentleman's a traditional doctor, which is incredible. And this is the reality of African mixed martial arts. Our athletes are prolific inside the hexagon and in their careers. And that's what it takes. It takes that type of mindset. Jeez, you know, if you can just blink and think of this fight. Judo, there we go. Good flow between trainer and athlete. Oh. And this is the incredible diversity that a mixed martial artist can show. 1 minute throwing some incredible kicks. Someone gets on the mat with them and they tap it up to do some judo and wrestling, and you just see some incredible flow from the athlete. Thank you very much, Billy. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. I cannot wait. Guys, this is the first fight of the night. Gloria and Billy are the first fight of the night. No, they're not. Taya's saying it's not true. Sorry. All right. Well, they're very low on the fight card, so they're going to really kick it off. We're going to do Perez and Crystal.
Yeah, Perez, then we're going to do Juliet and Mishka. She's pulling up now. Then.
Okay. So Perez is coming up now. Perez last fought in the organization against Dana van Wyk. Very hard fight, especially on debut, all the way from Kenya. We say this woman is a force. Hello, Perez. Nice to see you. And her coach and trainer, James. Slipping on the mitts, the pads. Just go for it, man. Huh? It's waiting for Perez to get her gloves. Very unassuming lady. But holy hell, did she throw it down in her last fight. She's fighting Crystal van Wyk.
Another Van Wyk.
Yeah, her second Van Wyk squared. And the funny thing is, we weren't actually going to do this fight, but Crystal was adamant that the fight go ahead, and even said, look, I'll shift my purse and my earnings to her if that means that we're going to make this fight happen. It's incredible. All right, nice and light. Let's see you go. It's kind of exactly how she fought Dana. Moved very well. A lot of solid punches.
Juliet's ready. Mishka comes to change. She comes straight after Juliet, and then she's going to top. Juliet's going to go, then Mishka's going to go, and David across the back.
The Iron Lady. Yeah, she sure is iron. I mean, she went toe-to-toe with Dana. I actually couldn't believe it. It was incredible. I think we're going to see exactly the same thing out of this fight with Crystal. All she needs is one of those rights to land, because they are solid, man. Alrighty. Nice. Thank you very much. We're going to move over to Juliet. Thank you very much, Paris, James. All the way from Kenya. All across Africa. Got another ladies' fight that we want to shine a spotlight on, and it is Juliet Uka. She is going to be facing Misha Lobsha. Welcome, Juliet. She's wearing a taekwondo shirt, so you can only imagine that she's got some insane kicks in store for us on fight night. Nice flow in her boxing. Moves well on her feet, man. This lady knows how to fight, I tell you. The chicken. How's it?
Chicken.
Eating like a chicken.
I need chicken. You need chicken?
Looking to debut with both of these ladies, both Juliet and with Mishka. Really excited to see. Just goes to show you, we put a lot of emphasis on growing the ladies African division. We knew that we put a call through to so many trainers. They've got some serious talent. We've seen incredible athletes come across from Cameroon, Nigeria, DRC, Nigeria's, where Juliet hails from originally. Thank you very much, Juliet. I cannot wait to see that in action. And we are going over to her counterpart, Mishka. Hello, Mishka. Nice to see you. Awesome. Jump in there. Jump in there and do your thing. Mishka's training out of PFA under Mike Munami and Jess Munami. So at least she has a counterpart in the organization that understands the bright lights of EFC, can give her pointers, can really direct her and guide her as to what to expect in there, besides having fun. It's obviously why you do it. Nice flow, nice and relaxed. IMAF champion. Basically a way for our amateur athletes to really get their teeth cut on the sport in doing IMAF. A way for them to build up a resume outside of a professional setting and then come across to us and make a stellar debut. Thank you, Mishka. Thank you very much. We are going to go over to our face-offs. We're going to set up for face-offs. So now we move into a whole new dimension of the day, which is basically getting the two athletes to face off against one another, ask them a couple of questions, really get to the nuts and bolts of what's going on in their minds. So let's set up for the face-offs. Pretty easy over here. So what I'm going to do is, there are a couple of athletes that don't necessarily have their counterpart, their opponent here, which is fine. But I think it's only fitting that we get Triple H Chikasa up here to talk us through his fight against Van Dam and Boy. And I'm going to recant the first thing that he said to me when he walked in now. Oh, well, I suppose I can also ask it. Where's your opponent?
I don't know. As soon as it's not here, I don't want to do any interview.
You don't want to do an interview because he's not here?
I don't want to. Excuse me.
Okay, then let me ask you just one thing. How are you feeling ahead of Thursday?
Always good. I'm on top of the range. As I said earlier on, I'm the boss of the division. It's not going to change.
Well, you heard it here. He's the boss of the division. I don't want to press him too much. Unless, can I ask you one more question?
No, you said one.
Okay, 1.5. Okay? After watching the Engage show and seeing Van Dam on pad, seeing him do his thing, how are you feeling? Do you feel any different?
That man, he doesn't grow up in sport. Since he started to fight on his prime until now, he's still the same man. Doesn't change.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Could be the former and new EFC heavyweight champion right there, and he's a dangerous man. I went through his record today. Holy hell, the guy's fought everyone. Let's get the athletes up here. I think we must go straight into Kulikani Hlongwa and Steph Pretorius. Gentlemen, if you can make your way up here. This is not an easy job. I mean, running around, talking to fighters, they're just about to fight each other. It's a bit of both.
Kulikani, my first question to you. First time you fought Steph, it was a first round knockout. Is this fight going to be different?
I will start to say thanks God, thanks Graham, to give this rematch. I deserve it. So I did a mistake the last time. So thanks for very much for this fight. Thanks also Stefan to took me again. And see you Thursday, brother. See you Thursday. Thursday, me and you, and see.
Steph, is it going to be a different result for this fight? It was a spectacular first round knockout at Kulikani. He's a very different fighter. What is there about him that you respect, but is it going to be different come Thursday night?
No, it's not going to be any different. Actually, I'm going to see if I can beat my time. So, yeah, and anything special about him that I'm worried about? No. I'm just going to go there and do the same thing last time. So I hope you watched the video a few times.
Kulikani, your opponent thinks he's going to finish you quicker than before. What do you say to that?
Not easy. Not easy. This time, my man, I'm come strong than before. We'll see you on the sketch.
Any last words, Steph?
No, man, bring it.
Awesome, let's have a face-off. Unflinching and ready to rock and roll. That's what I call a main card fight. That's going to kick off the debut, the first fight of the night on the main card. Let's move over to Our next matchup. Taya, I need you to be on, like, getting a face-off going. Just whoever
Billy
can
and
bring.
Glody.
All right, we're going to have Billy and Glody up next. I can see Glody Conseko. Man, this guy dresses well, eh?
Very snappy dresser.
Alrighty.
Glody, it's the first time you've seen your opponent. What do you think of him? It's another all DRC clash. What do you make of your opponent?
C'est la première fois que mon adversaire na yo. Bon, okanisele nini omoni ndenge.
Ouais. Premièrement, la monier, il n'est pas moninga. I'm ready to fight. Yeah, il n'y a rien à dire.
Okay, what he said, he saw him and he's very sure the opponent can see him as well. He's ready to fight, so there's nothing more to say.
Billy, what do you think of him? You've seen him work out, you've seen him hit the pads, you've obviously seen his last fight. What do you think of him as an opponent and how dangerous do you think he is?
Qu'est-ce que tu penses de ton adversaire et tu l'as vu travailler, sûrement que tu l'as déjà vu combattre. Qu'est-ce que tu penses et à quel point tu le trouves dangereux?
Voilà, moi je parle français. Je le vois, bon, je vois pas assez de dangerosité, mais je suis calme quant à moi et je sais que c'est mon frère. Nous aurons juste à vous donner un show et nous allons vous faire un bon combat. C'est notre métier, donc le frère peut travailler ensemble et le combat c'est notre métier. Donc on peut travailler ensemble, on peut faire un bon show le jeudi et j'espère que vous serez contents. Merci.
Yes, I see him in front of me, and I saw him also training and fighting, and I don't see much danger for me, but it's still a fighter, and it's my brother, so we are both from DRC, so even if we're brother, we still have to do our job, and it's not a problem if you have to fight. We're going to put a very good show for you guys.
Glody, quelle est votre réponse?
Ouais, comme je viens de dire, c'est un frère, on se connaît depuis longtemps. Donc, moi aussi, je suis content avec lui. C'est un frère. On va faire un bon combat spectaculaire. Thank you, my man.
As he said, they know each other from long. Yeah, they're brothers. Obviously, they're from Congo. But tomorrow, Thursday, it's fight. They're going to give a good show for everybody to see and enjoy the show.
Yeah, that one I'm looking forward to. It's always better when the guys do know each other. It just means your game plan has to be on point when you're facing somebody that you've watched, that you know how he moves. Okay. Fight I'm really excited for, Vuyo and Mpumelelo. Guys are definitely going to bring it, man. I can see it already. All right.
So how important is this fight to you? It's your first time fighting the EFC, but you've got a very tough opponent. What are your thoughts?
I'm very comfortable. I respect him because he was once a former flyweight champion and amateur, so I got great respect for him. But I'm sure Thursday night we will bring the big performance of EFC.
Is it going to be a finish, or are you going to take him all the way?
I'll work for the finish, but I think it's going to be a finish.
Okay, and your response?
No, you can't finish me, my brother. So I have a lot of respect for Bumedelo, but my man, 6 October, brother, we're gonna smash, eh? Not 3 rounds, 2 rounds. So just back my word. I respect you, but in that cage, it's a different story. So you're gonna smash the whole thing, but don't stress.
How's it gonna finish for you? You say 2 rounds? How?
2 rounds, I'm gonna smash him. 2 rounds, grounding pound, tip, anything.
Well, they call you the Python. Are you looking for the knockout?
Yeah, knockout's gonna come, but I'm not into knockouts mostly. Yeah, submission or knockouts, but on the ground.
And your response? You think he's gonna take you down and submit you, or he's gonna put you to sleep?
I don't think so. I also don't think so. It's going to be an awesome fight, but that's what I can say. Yeah.
That will be an awesome fight. Thank you.
Looking forward to that one. That one's going to be a great fight. Up next we have Mishka Lopsha and Juliet Uka. How do I pronounce your surname? Juliet? Your surname? How do I pronounce your surname?
Uka.
Uka, I'm doing it right. Come up here, Mishka. All right. We have the ladies staring at one another. I think this is going to be a hell of a fight between the two of you.
Mishka, IMAF champion, finally making your pro debut, but she's she's got a wushu background and a taekwondo background. I know you like to strike. What do you make of her?
Nothing much yet. We'll see where the fight goes. See how the fight goes.
Juliet, she's the amateur IMAF African champion. What do you think of Mishka in terms of her stand-up skills and her submission? Do you have what it takes to stand with her?
I have what it takes to stand with her, but I think we'll declare on the cage when it's time.
Okay. And how are you nervous? This is your first debut as well. You guys are both coming into the EFC, making your pro debut. How are you feeling going into the fight against a champion?
I feel very well and very good. I'm also ready for the fights.
With that kickboxing and wushu background, do you want to finish the fight? Do you think it'll go the distance?
I'll finish the fights. Yeah.
Okay, Mishka, your response to that? She thinks she's going to finish you.
We see where the fight goes, eh? We see where the fight goes.
And how are you feeling on your pro debuts? We've been looking forward to you coming into the EFC quite a while now. Is it everything you thought it would be?
So far, yeah. I'm a bit nervous and excited. Nerves are good, keeps you sharp. So, yeah, I'm happy.
It's going to be a great fight. Thank you.
Awesome. Okay, now for a fight I am stoked about the welterweight division. Two top fighters, Given Majuba and Angelo Faluti. Really excited to see Angelo in the mix. It's his debut, and Given just gave us a masterclass of Muay Thai. Welcome, Angelo.
Angelo, I don't think you saw Given working the pads earlier, but he's got incredible knockout power. Have you done your research on him, and what do you make of him?
No, I actually didn't done my research on him. I take it as the day, as it comes.
Okay, so he hasn't taken a look at you, Given, at all. He doesn't know what's coming at him. What do you think of your opponent? What do you have to say to him right now?
Yeah, I don't know him. I checked, but then I don't know if he's a fighter or what. But then come Thursday, I'm here to fight. I'm not here to kickbox. I'm here to fight.
Angelo, your response to that?
I'm waiting. I'm born ready, buddy.
Yes,
and you will see what I have in store for you.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Any last words before you guys head into the weigh-ins tomorrow?
I'll just say let's give people a good show. That's all.
So you think you're going to go for a finish as well?
Yeah, it's fighting at the end. I don't want to predict anything, but then I'm here to win on Thursday. That's it.
Angelo, how important is a finish for you to come into on your debut here at the EFC and put on that kind of show?
I think it's going to set the standard and show people what I'm capable of doing and what I can do.
Setting the standard indeed.
Awesome.
Okay.
Up last, we have Crystal van Wyk in Paris, Kenya, South Africa. Hello, Crystal.
How are you?
Yeah, good and you. Been a busy morning for you, hey?
Yep.
All right. So we got the fight you wanted.
Yes.
We got the fight you wanted. You've flown all the way from Kenya. You ready for action? Good.
Crystal, why did you want this fight?
Honestly, I wanted a striking opportunity. I think all my fights have been against grappling opponents, and I wanted to showcase my striking and some other abilities. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Did you see Paris's first fight in the EFC? What did you make of her striking?
She's really, really good. I'm looking forward to having a tough opponent and a good fight.
Paris, it sounds like she's ready for a war. Are you ready for a war as well?
Very ready. Let us just wait for that day. Yes, I do respect her so much. I know she is a very good fighter. Yes.
What did you learn from your first fight in the EFC?
First fight, let me say that I have learned more, but this time around, at least I have been training, so it is very different. Yes.
Crystal, how important is it for you to get the W in the Hexagon? Because it was a tough debut that you made against Dana, but now Paris is going to stand in front of you and she wants to bring a award to you as well. How important is it for you to put on a show and get the finish?
It's extremely important. I'm honestly going out there and I'm going to give it all out there. I'm going to prepare for a battle, but I'm going to give my best, and I want this more than ever. I'm very hungry for a win. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Paris, any final words for your opponent before we see you tomorrow at the weigh-ins?
Sorry?
Any final word, opponent?
Let me say that she must be very careful. Yes.
That then concludes the open workout for EFC 98. Thank you very much, everyone who joined us here today. What an incredible lineup. You saw some fights that, I mean, I can't wait till Thursday. Some of the ladies that are fighting, some of the women's fights. We've had Triple H Chikasa come in here and tell us exactly how he feels about Van Damme. He doesn't want to talk. He just wants to do the business. He doesn't see him as a threat to what he claims is his organization, his division. And that's all unfolding this Thursday. So I'll see you there, EFC 98, 6th of October. Heavyweight champion will be crowned. Two of Congolese's fiercest fighters will be going up against one another, and that is going to be incredible. Thank you.